Think back to a time when you were younger and playing a sport like t-ball, flag football, or soccer. Did you come out a winner or a loser? If you didn't win, did you still receive a medal? If so, how did it make you feel? Studies show that receiving participation medals leads kids to feel entitled, it devalues kids and the trophies, and ruins competitive drive. This is the problem with participation medals. It's caused by overprotective parents who can't let their child see a simple loss. So if we simply stop handing them out, this can solve many problems. Congratulations, you all showed up to class. Here's a reward for doing what you're supposed to. This is the simple action that takes place, leading kids to feel entitled. If youth sports organizations continue to reward children for doing what they're supposed to, the young, impressionable athletes will not only expect rewards at the end of a sports season, but also later in life. According to the Tower, participation medals are supposed to boost self-esteem, but if you really want your child's esteem to grow, let them fail and find their way to the top. Thomas Edison once said, without failure, the most successful people wouldn't be where they are. Thomas Edison once said, I didn't fail 1,000 times. The light bulb was an invention with 1,000 steps. Each failure is a step closer to success. So why do youth athletes who receive participation medals when they're younger feel more entitled than those who don't? Labeled the trophy generation, Zachary Manning, writer of Do Participation Medals Trophies Hurt Our Motivation, states that when a child receives an award for doing what they're supposed to, their internal motivation decreases. Once their motivation is gone, they don't want to do anything else, overall affecting their mental health. I think when we reward children for doing what they're supposed to, even if the outcome isn't victorious, we are teaching children that they should always expect a treat at the end of something, no matter their investment, which isn't realistic. By getting rid of participation trophies, we get rid of the idea that everyone is deserving of an award no matter the outcome. The entitlement that is produced by handing them out to athletes, that is produced in children by receiving these, can easily be stopped by handing these out. Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker James Harrison made headlines for comments he made about his two sons receiving participation trophies. Harrison posted, I came home to find out that my two boys received trophies for nothing, participation trophies. While I'm very proud of my boys for everything they do and will continue to encourage them till the day I die, these trophies will be given back until they earn a real trophy. I'm not sorry for believing that everything in life should be earned, and I'm not about to raise boys to be men by making them believe that they are entitled to something just because they tried their best. Because sometimes your best is not enough, and that should drive you to want to do better, not cry and whine until someone gives you something to shut you down or shut you up and keep you happy. So now that we've talked about how participation medals causes entitlement in children, we'll talk about how it devalues kids and the trophies. When everyone receives a medal, suddenly they lose value to the people who truly earned them. If trophies continue to be handed out like candy, the truly exceptional players are cited. Trophies for everyone sends an inaccurate message to kids. We're inaccurate and potentially dangerous message to kids. We are all winners. We start to expect praise for just showing up to class, after-school jobs, and practice, leaving us completely unprepared for reality. Attending our activities is expected, not worthy of praise. Trophies should be handed out for the first 3 spots. After 3rd place, participation should be acknowledged with a pat on the back and celebrated with words, not a trophy. So now that we have talked about how it devalues kids and the trophies, we will talk about how it ruins competitive drive. So the world is basically survival of the fittest. When you send the message that everyone should receive a trophy, competitive drive is thrown out the window. No one is worried about having their spot taken. Youth Voices states that once a child has reached the age of 7 or 8, they have a solid idea of competition. When they see everyone is receiving medals, they lose their competitive edge. It also teaches kids that minimal effort will get you the same result as working hard. When you sign up to play a sport, you're testing to see who is better and by how much. In a high school girls basketball game in California, Arroyo Valley beat Bloomington 161-2. Arroyo Valley's coach, Michael Anderson, put in his sub players and encouraged them to use the entire shot clock. What else was he supposed to do? Anderson thinks he did nothing wrong, and I agree. He received backlash from parents that he shouldn't have let his players score that many points. But what's the point of sports then? Should he have truly embarrassed the other team and had his own players score on the wrong basket? Clearly, the best way to maintain competitiveness in youth athletes and in life is to not hand out participation trophies for mediocrity that everyone receives. We need to be afraid to lose our positions, whether that is on the field or in the office. Competitive drive is what keeps us going. We need to teach kids that the point of playing sports is to win. It's just a bonus when your teammates are your friends too. So although some people think of participation trophies as a good way to remember good times with your teammates, we cannot allow young athletes to become accustomed to winning for being awarded for not winning. According to a poll from Reason Root, results showed that 57% of Americans thought only winners should be awarded for trophies, while 40% of people thought trophies should be awarded no matter the outcome. The minority proves to me that too many people believe kids should be rewarded for mediocrity rather than earning their trophy. So today, when participation medals are given to everyone, we have to remember that this simple action can cause entitlement in children who begin to expect an award for doing what they're supposed to. When an athlete works hard and competes hard to win, their accomplishment should not be cited by average competitors who also receive medals. We need to teach kids that the point of playing sports is to win. Their competitive drive will only suffer in the continuation of participation trophies. With the negative effects of participation medals, I hope that I persuaded you to not only be aware of the effects it has, but also to not accept them when given and to not hand them out. Thank you.